Happy new month, lovelies. How are you all doing? I trust you all are doing great. Very quickly, I'll be showing you how I made this beautiful kimono jacket with drawstring. And guess what? It is beginners friendly. If this sounds interesting to you, kindly watch to the end and please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this video. My fabric is folded into four on the wrong side. The reason is because I'll just be cutting out both the front and the back piece all at the same time. So for the sleeve, I won't be cutting it separately. It will be joined to the shoulder. I hope you got that. So first, I'll be marking my neck width, which I marked 3 inches, and my neck depth of about 1 inch, and for the front about 3 inches. Did you get that? Neck width 3 inches, neck depth for the back 1 inch, neck depth for the front 3 inches. I'll be marking everything at the same time, and if I want to cut, I'll cut for the back first, then later separate the fabric to cut out the front. Hope you understand. After cutting out the back neckline, I'll just be opening the fabric up this way, and this is what you should have. So I will now fold the cloth into two vertically so that I can cut out the neck piece or neck design for the front. So fold your fabric in a way that it looks like a C, and here is me just marking out the 3 inches depth for the front, and I will still maintain the same neck width. Okay, so when you open it up, it should look like this. So here I was just trying to fold it equally because the fabric is more like a chiffon fabric. It's not that very firm. You see why I like Ankara fabrics. So that's by the way. So I ended up folding it again just like it was originally, like folding it into 4, and now I'll just be marking out my body measurement. For my sleeve, I didn't even touch it. I just left it like that because the length wasn't that bad. Then I came down of about 11.5 inches for my chest line, which I also used as my armhole measurement. And from that chest line, I marked my round bust measurement divided by 4, and I marked it. So after I did that, I just went ahead to cut out. So because it's an open style, open design, so this is me just opening the front, and here is what it should look like. You can see that the front is opened. So this is more like we have done like 70% of the job. And I went ahead to hem the sleeves, and here is what I have for now. Then for the neck, I marked the midpoint. I cut out a strip of fabric of about 5 inches wide and very long. When I say very long, something that will be enough to go round. I went ahead to stitch it down and later join it to the open part of this kimono jacket. I hope you are getting it. So it should look like this when you are done. Some persons can leave this style this way, but I wanted a drawstring. Okay, so for me to attach the drawstring, I just put my tape on the shoulder and marked from my shoulder to my waist. So that is where my string will be. So this is me just notching. I will do this on one side and I will do it on the other side. So the next thing I'll go ahead to do is just to create like a channel where the rope will be. Hope you understand. I will just create a channel, and looking at this kimono jacket, I'll be needing like 4 ropes, 2 on one side and 2 on the other side. So you see the way I'm doing it, I will just fold it more like you are trying to create a channel exactly. And here I'm done. You can see how neatly it's sewn. So this means that whenever you want to do a style like this, make sure you add about 1.5 inches seam allowance so that you can have enough room to create your channel. So next thing is just to get my strip of fabric to create 4 strips. That one is pretty easy. You just cut like maybe 2.5 inches wide of a strip, and the length is totally up to you, but make sure it's not too long. So I went ahead to close the raw edges, and I passed my safety pin through it. I will just take it up to the beginning of where I started making my channel, and when I get there, I'm just going to pin it down. I will do it for the other 3 channels. So when I'm done putting everything, I will just go ahead to use my machine to stitch that beginning part down so that it doesn't pull out when you are trying to draw the rope. Okay, so I did it to the beginning of where I started. That's that part that I notched, right? I did it for the remaining part. So here is how it looks after stitching. Okay, okay, yeah. So I was planning to stitch it here. So after stitching, you should have something like this. So it's your choice if you want to draw it when you've worn it, or you may even decide to leave it like that. But I think the beauty lies here when you draw the string. That's why it's called drawstring, and it looks very beautiful. And I enjoyed every part of this, tutorial. So here's the final look, guys. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't know where to subscribe, like, comment, and share.